and then it had Black Ops, 6, 7?
Oh my.
Ultra Combo!
What's happening, everybody? It is your boy Robert from Top Pop Culture, as well as Aeon Driver Gaming over here, my buddy Chris. And today we are going to just be kind of shooting the shit a little bit about some stuff that we find interesting in the market today, some current events and things that opinions we just have, with things going on, as well as thanks to it having just been Black Friday, we both took advantage of the GameStop deals that we could find. They were having a big, buy two, get one free, which I know doesn't really sound like a big, winner of a deal, but we got some pretty good stuff, and I think you'll enjoy sticking around and seeing what we got. So, to kick things off, we were actually just in the middle of a conversation talking about, is it worth it to buy Xbox still? Is it going to continue to be worth it? And what would make us want to buy it? What's the incentive for us as the consumer? So.
Yeah, and I think when we were talking about it, the only person that I know that would buy one is me, because I am an Xbox collector. I've been collecting Xbox ever since the original Xbox, and honestly, you can see it in stores. Like, people aren't buying it. People aren't buying the stuff that's out right now. You can take a look at the shelves. There's still things that are being, even in GameStop itself, there's still PlayStation and Switch games being stocked on the regular, but then Xbox is like it's like maybe a 4-foot section, and it's not even filled. Like, it's not even filled with anything.
No, they don't focus at all on physical media, which is a real shame. And even then, when you do buy the physical media for Xbox, you're just buying a license to download the game. It's like that's a huge reason I know that why you and I have made such a big investment into the Switch library in the past few months, is because that is the only place you can really still get any physical media completely on the physical media that you're buying. There's, you got to be careful with what you're buying on the Switch 2, but for the most part with the Switch 1, a lot of the games are still on the cartridge. But with Xbox, it's like what you and I were talking about is like, this whole conversation started because I was having some issues with my PC and whatnot, and some of the programs I have, and like I have the Tobii eye tracker that my brother got me for Christmas last year, which is great for playing games like Euro Truck Driver Simulator. That led us down a rabbit hole of, I bought the wheel, like the Logitech G923, and I bought the one that's compatible with PlayStation and PC. I wouldn't buy it for Xbox because the one good driving game that Xbox or Microsoft produces, which is Forza, is now on PlayStation. So what is the point of buying anything that's geared towards Xbox anymore?
And that's also the one big thing about controller compatibility. I'll go off a little bit on a tangent. Is that producers of third-party technology, they can officially make wireless controllers for things like the PlayStation, for things like the Switch, and PC obviously, but nobody third-party ever had, unless it's a guitar controller. Nobody ever third-party wise has the license to make a Bluetooth controller for the Xbox.
Yeah.
Even things that they say are designed for the Xbox, like this controller right here, this says it's designed for the Xbox. It actually connects wirelessly, but it does not connect wirelessly to the Xbox. Even with this, it doesn't connect wirelessly. Like, you need a wire to get that to work. And that's so ridiculous.
Even 8-Bit Do, which is making, in my opinion, some of the best controllers out there right now, third party. I bought this for the Switch too, and it pairs perfectly. I got the little switch on the back here. I have the receiver plugged into my PC, so if at the flip of a switch, I can go from playing on my PC to playing on my Switch too. Seamless, super quick, easy. Mm-hmm. But if you look at 8-Bit Do on Amazon or their website, whatever, they have the Ultimate 3, I think it is, and it's the only one that they sell with a cable, because it is the only one that they say or advertise as compatible with Xbox, and it needs to be wired, which is just
it's awful. Yeah,
stupid.
I mean, we have evolved as a species past wired controllers. You don't out of all of the retro game consoles I have, I do not use a wired controller for any of them. I don't use one for the TurboGrafx. I don't use one for the regular Nintendo. I don't use one for the Genesis. Any of them. And speaking of 8-bit do, like I have my main Super Nintendo controller is an 8-bit do gamepad.
Yeah.
My main Sega Genesis controller is an 8-bit do Genesis controller. You know? So like, and then I have a retro bit Saturn controller. But that being said, right? Why is it that we can make controllers for 40-year-old systems wirelessly?
Mm-hmm.
And to this day, we cannot get a third-party wireless controller for any Xbox system besides the original one, which I have a Retro Fighters
But it's not
wireless one right there.
It's not even that we can't. It's not like the technology doesn't exist. It's that we're not allowed.
It's Xbox, Microsoft doesn't allow it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I personally feel like and you're definitely gonna have to go to like the Will It Play website to check and see what disc can actually be played without having to download like a 90 gig update to it. But I honestly think that it's gonna go the way of the Dreamcast. Like I've seen this trend happen with the Dreamcast, with the Sega Saturn and the 32X. I've seen it happen there, where like retail stores will less and less and less give you space for a console, and then they just kill it, and then that's it.
Well,
and it'll hit a low, and then like you said, people will realize, hey, this was actually not too bad.
Yeah,
it was just as good, if not better, than some of the PlayStation games of the equivalency. And then it'll shoot back up in price because nobody has any of them.
Well, that's
because they don't produce any.
That's what I was noticing was happening with the Switch 2 years ago. You know, as I would go into a GameStop, which, to be honest with you, for the last 5 years, it was kind of a rare occurrence. Like, I wouldn't really visit GameStop much at all. Buddy of mine runs one, so I would visit him sometimes. But, like, I would go in sometime. And, again, at the time, I didn't have my eyes open for Switch games. But I always noticed the Switch rack was always getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And there was, like, 4 new games announced coming out, whatever. And the used market was, like, a couple of shelves. But, like, nothing big. Now, like, I just walked into GameStop on Black Friday, and it was a full rack. It was expanding again. And, they, again, small shelf for the Switch 2 because there's not that much out there right now. But for the Switch 1, it's blown up, and the pre-owned games have blown up. And we got some good stuff. I got some good stuff for the Switch on Black Friday. But, yeah, I think that Xbox is definitely, I don't know, they've made such a push into the digital market. But I think that what they've done with raising the prices is it's alienating so much of the market share that they were going to have in this digital space.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and I mean, you're also you're competing with you have been, let's be honest, competing with Steam, competing with Epic Games. Like once Steam brings that Steam box out, like I don't care what the price is. Like you've just they've tried to do this before with one of the other Valve machines. And they've done these before with kind of making, it was like a custom PC almost with a Steam machine.
Yeah.
But I think they're kind of making it to where this is Steam's thing. Like this is not a third party thing with a Steam logo.
Yeah.
This is very much a Steam thing. Once that gets connected to TVs, like I'm going to buy one.
I'm going to get
because
one.
we have such huge libraries on Steam. Like every time a winter sale or summer sale hits, like you put 20 more titles into your library. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But like you're single-handedly just overshadowing anything Xbox is doing. Anything. Like you can put stuff on mobile stuff, you can put stuff on any machine with Steam that can accept a Steam OS, and it's just like what are you doing?
And
like
Steam doesn't give a fuck what controller you play on. If you can find a way to hook up the Resident Evil 4 chainsaw from the PS2 on the Steam, it doesn't care. It'll let you.
Right.
And I think that Steam is, Steam is a fan favorite for a lot of reasons, and I think that what they do really is keep all of the developing studios on their toes. If we didn't have Steam, we would, Nintendo and I don't know. I don't want to say Sony so much, but like Microsoft would just be really sticking it to the people, and so would Nintendo. But I think that what Steam is doing with this new Steam machine is going to be a fantastic thing because they are also, it seems like they are very open to letting people customize their stuff. And that's something that honestly a lot of companies are not doing anymore. And it's like Xbox and Nintendo, they're like fucking going the way of Ferrari. Like if you know what Ferrari does when they run their company and like the rules that they set in place for a lot of their like a lot of their customers and stuff, it's so strict. Like you are not allowed to do anything to deface the logo of the car. You're not allowed to do anything to like make the brand like
You can't even paint it a color that isn't approved by them.
Exactly. It's like so that's what it's kind of come down to with like Nintendo saying like, "Oh, you can't even use a third-party fucking docking station." It's like, "We don't care." You know, and now Xbox is like they're pretty much just sticking it to their fans and they're raising the prices for it. It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, that's very weird that like a console I got on launch day is worth more now than it was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I could sell my Xbox now for almost as much as what I bought it for. And that's bananas. Like that I mean, yeah, I traded in a couple of things and I made the console about $400. But still, like if I can sell that for $400 right now, I can break even and still be okay. You know? But the thing is that like with Steam, with Valve, not only are they're bringing out new stuff. They're making it like a little more customized. I mean, it's a Linux-based OS. Like you can put Linux on there if you want. You can put Windows on there if you wanted to. If you really wanted to bog down your stuff with garbage, you can put Windows on there. But it's also about accessibility too, because now that all those new generation of things are coming out, everything else that came before it is going to get way cheaper. And you can't tell me you still can't play indie games on it and other things that are out right now. It was built for things that are out right now.
Yeah.
And so with the new Steam Deck coming out, all that stuff is going to be cheaper. Like you can buy one now for $300, and that's cheaper than a Switch right now. A Switch OLED goes for $400. With the new generations of Steam stuff coming out, the older generation stuff gets more accessible, and it's still entirely valid for almost your entire Steam library. So it's going to be cheaper. It's going to have more people on the platform because you're not pricing out your people. You're making it more accessible as opposed to what Xbox is doing, making things less accessible. My big concern is, of course, the way PC prices or PC part prices are going, especially when it comes to RAM and GPU and stuff like that. I don't want this thing to be more expensive than it needs to be, but I have a feeling that even though because they're not trying to be a loss leader with this, they're trying to make money off of it. So it's probably going to be more expensive than some people are willing to pay.
I think that for one reason or another, whether it be RAM prices or whatever, we will see an unveiling similar, like an unveiling of the Steam machine similar to what we saw with the PS5, where there's shortages of parts and overpricing of parts.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, hopefully we're not gonna deal with the same microprocessor shortage, which just completely prevented anything from being produced. But I think that due to the RAM being so expensive and certain other things becoming more expensive, we are simply just going to see a lack of market interest.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, and even with like how because they're not like Valve's not a big. I mean, it's really not a big AI data center, right? It's not like these people who are buying up bunches of RAM like to take over what consumers would typically be allocated. It's just it's a consumer product like producer. Like it houses an OS for games, it houses a marketplace for games, and then it makes hardware for gamers. Like it doesn't do anything besides that. And like even to the most expensive like Valve Index, like it's still just a gaming machine. It's a VR, but it's a gaming machine.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, no, I think there'll be a big dip, and then like Xbox will stop producing physical games eventually, because I think that's what they want to do anyway. And then there'll be a spike because there isn't any physical games for the Xbox anymore.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you're talking about a company that's too big to fail. I mean, like Sony's not too big to fail. Nintendo's not too big to fail. You know, Microsoft, they're too big to fail. It doesn't matter. They could cut out the entire Microsoft gaming division and still be a multi-trillion-dollar company. They don't care about the consumer. It's every and listen, I don't have a business degree. I don't have an MBA. I don't fucking, I just pay attention and to, somewhat of the market, but it really sucks for the consumer what they're doing, because like every company out there right now, they're not caring about the consumer. They're not caring about making games for games, and excluding the indie market. But like the big three, Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft, what they're doing is they're just worrying about their end of quarter reports. What is the biggest number that we can squeeze out of everybody? Can we squeeze the bigger number out of everybody by raising Game Pass prices in the middle of the quarter and hoping that everybody just fucking doesn't cancel their shit? But and I was actually just having this conversation with my wife about this yesterday, pretty much. I was saying, like, because I saw it on a post and it really does ring true. Black Friday used to be the one day of the year that everybody in any socioeconomic condition could get higher end items. It was like, I remember being a kid and Black Friday, I would save my allowance for, and I'd go out to GameStop and I would get a dozen games, because back then, you'd get a game for Christmas, your birthday, a special event, whatever. But it's like, you would wait for Black Friday, and maybe that's when you could get the new console. Maybe that's when you could get a new controller, or, the next big thing, or a bunch of games, whatever. Now, they have small sales all year. Every fucking company has small sales all year because they're trying to push their quarterly numbers every quarter. So Black Friday has not become like get 60% off, this brand new game. Now it's just these, I don't know, it's another fucking little sale. It's not that big of a deal. So I don't know.
And this is the only console generation that I have been alive for where instead of Black Friday having like bundles and deals, you're getting price increases across the board. Like, and these are not new consoles, right? Not even the Pro versions are new consoles. Like, they've been out for at least a year or two. So, like, to see like price increases during the holiday season, that's ridiculous. That is like I don't care what you're doing right now. Like, no one's gonna buy your crap if they can't afford it, and people are like you said, people are looking for this point in the year to pull the trigger on these things.
Yeah,
and there just isn't. Just isn't. I don't expect anything to happen on Cyber Monday for that reason either. Like, if you're not door busting on a Black Friday, then what are you doing?
Well, that's a fucking keyword right there too. Doorbuster. Those don't exist anymore.
Yeah,
they're not. Like, I remember like being a kid. Like my first Black Friday ever. Like, it was a tradition with my mom and my best friend for years. We would get together and we would go out on Black Friday. We'd be up at like 2 a.m. We'd be in the Walmart line, for door opening at like fucking 5, whatever. And the door would open, bust through the door. Me and my buddy, like, we would create a game plan, like my mom, my buddy, and I, and we would literally be like, okay, we have to get these gifts for this person, these gifts for this person. And I remember my first Black Friday, we had to get a Guitar Hero for a family friend of ours, and we had to get a new trampoline, whatever. And because like those are expensive items at the time, and like I didn't come from money, like I was like lower middle class, whatever. But like, so we were the demographic that was saving for that day of the year, and we had a battle plan, but you needed one back then. It was fun, and you would bust through the door. And what did a new Guitar Hero bundle go for back then? Like 100.
I think probably like 120 plus.
I think it was, it was like 120, 150, something like that. So like I ran back there. It was like $50.
Yeah,
that's
like the whole band set was like $200, and that was like a $400 endeavor there.
Yeah. It's like that was a doorbuster. Like, you could get a fucking brand new trampoline for like $150, like, instead of $500, or like you could go get a dishwasher for like $50. Like, those were doorbusters. They used to set up I'm sure they still do this, but they would set up pallets throughout the store, and Black Friday morning they would go around taking the black plastic off of them, and then as soon as they let the doors open, everybody rushes the aisles and peels apart those pallets. Now it's like, but you would do that because everything that was on those pallets was like pennies of the dollar. So now that shit just doesn't exist. You get like you get these buy two get one frees, which is like, yeah, it's great. You get you still save a little bit of money, but it's not nearly as important and special as it used to be.
I mean, I went to Best Buy because I'm looking to get a replacement. My TV, and it's funny that it's happening now, but my TV's taking a shit. Like the HDMI ports are going bad on it. It'd just be too much to repair compared to how much a new TV was going to cost anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And you go to Best Buy, you do see pallets of like flat screen TVs everywhere, all throughout the store. There's pallets of nobody's buying them. Like everybody already has one. The only people who are buying are people who like are replacing the old ones that they had. That's really it. Like I want a stupidly big one, so I'm not gonna find it there. It's all just like 75-inch and below. But and that was it's kind of weird too because a lot of their Black Friday sales, for some stupid reason, a lot of their Black Friday sales are online only. I'm like, why didn't you just save this for Monday? Like,
Seriously?
why is this a Black Friday deal? You know, like same thing with Walmart. Like Walmart had it was an 85-inch Philips TV for less than $600, which is a good price. Like the average price of an 85-inch TV now is like around $700 to $1,000, and that's on sale. So to see one below 600 is nice.
Yeah.
But it was an online only deal, and it's like, why is this a Black Friday deal? Like
What's
you're
the
not
point?
going anywhere for it.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird. Speaking of which, before we get off the Black Friday thing, did you see the things that's happening at Target with their grab bags?
No.
And this is not even gaming related. This is just stupid.
No.
Okay. So basically what's happened is that Target had told their customers that for the first like 100 or so people coming into the doors on Black Friday, they would get a goodie bag and a chance to win something like bigger. And the goodie bag, like people had, like the bag was huge. When they took a picture of the bag, it was like, it was pretty big. It was bigger than my shoulders, basically. So, they're like, oh man, we're gonna get so much cool shit in this bag. They waited out there since 10 o'clock Thanksgiving Day, waited until the morning when they opened, and they got $20 worth of shit in it. Yes. Like, and it's stuff that just like, it's stuff that you find off an impulse rack in the checkout aisle. Like, it was so bad that people were clamoring to file a class action lawsuit on it. They don't have any ground to stand on
No.
because they didn't have to sit there. You know, they weren't put in a position where they were stuck, right?
And it's not like it was a gamble. They didn't know it was in the
Yeah.
fucking bag.
Yeah, exactly. And then to see somebody get like, it was a grown ass man getting lip balm, leave-in shampoo, like dry hair, whatever shampoo, and some Nerds gummies out of something that you waited for 6+ hours for.
That sucks.
Like it's just like Target. It's right up their alley.
I mean,
honestly,
like at least like JCPenney, which like when I was younger, I feel like JCPenney used to be a lot better. Now I don't really like. There's nothing there that really entices me. Like sometimes JCPenney on Black Friday is not such a bad thing because like in the past I've gone through there and gotten like boxes of Pyrex dishware for like $5.
And I like their clothing, honestly. Like a lot of their clothing fits very well.
It's not, it's not all bad. It's just not all like the best quality. And then again, it's not all. Some of it's not bad. Whatever. But I used to go there like when I was growing up. The mall that I used to go to all the time, Rockaway Town Square Mall over in Rockaway, New Jersey, or whatever. That was like the one store that you could walk into and then through and then into the mall.
Yeah.
Because like all the other ones like weren't open yet, but if you parked out in front of the Macy's, like we had a strategy. I'm telling you, like we would go in there, we would walk the perimeter of JCPenney, get whatever doorbusters were like on the floor, good deals. Like I got a crock pot for like $6 or something.
Not
like
bad.
that. Yeah. So I mean, you get some good stuff, and then, but like the last few years that I went out with my friends still, and like they have a doorbuster incentive where like if you're one of the first like 200 people or something like that, you get no matter what, you are given a card. It's a coupon, and it's either like what the fuck? It's like 5 or 50 off of 5 or whatever the fuck. Like you can get like basically a free $50, a free $100, or a free $500.
Yes.
And yeah, they give out like 150 of the $50, and then they give out like 45 of the next one up, and then like 5 of the $500. Like, but there's a reason. You know, it's still a gamble, but it's like now you can at least spend that on what you want. You know, so like that's like I would rather Target do something like that instead of just fucking giving you lip balm and a Nerd's rope.
Yeah. Like I honestly thought they were gonna put a gift card in these bags, like a random gift card.
They should
Like the
have.
fact that they just like went like this to a thing and just like threw it in a bag that's way bigger than it ever needed to be. You could have made this bag like the size of like an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and you would have been fine.
Hmm.
But you made this thing a legit like Aldi shopping bag. Like it's huge.
They make
And
people
to
think that
put
they're going to be getting like a PS5 in it or something.
right, right. Now there were a chance to win like a hair dryer or something like or maybe a mixer. I'm not entirely sure, but the chances like compared to what everybody got was so low that people like there were some people that were saying that they went and bought coffee. They door dashed coffee to them, which cost more than what the grab bag had. Like you effectively lost money in this endeavor.
That's so
Like,
bad, dude.
so wild, man. Yeah, but like we're going into the weeds with this. Let's actually do some good stuff here.
Yeah,
Um,
I
let's
could I
go
could
ahead.
praise and rant about Black Friday for days.
Oh yeah, dude, it's crazy. It definitely wasn't what it used to be for
No,
sure.
not even close.
How many games did you get from GameStop?
So I got 9.
Oh shit, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 9.
All right.
Hell yeah.
I was gonna start off with the ones that I got for free.
Yeah, sure.
Because again, so to reiterate, because I don't know if we're gonna be breaking this up into 2 videos, like a Black Friday rant and then like whatever, but
Right.
so the deal at GameStop was buy 2 get 1 free off of the used games or pre-owned games. The GameStop that you went to, was it a retro GameStop or was it just a regular?
It was a regular one. They had a couple of retro things in there, but not enough to be considered a retro GameStop. Like they had no 360 games. They had one Super Nintendo game and they had one 2DS, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the one that I went to, shout out to my buddy Pat. He's the manager. I didn't see him, unfortunately. He wasn't there that day. He left early, but I went to his store. I like to support his store. He's the only GameStop I like to go to. And so the back half of that store is a retro GameStop. I mean, so it's like the
Nice.
back left quarter of it because the other side's just
Right.
fucking Funko Pops and shit.
It's like
Um,
Funko Pops and trading cards, I swear, and all these other ones.
Yeah, that's really all it is. So let me look real quick. I have a fucking. If I can do this without crashing my PC again, I've made a spreadsheet of my my haul. Let's see if I can pull it
Yeah.
up just so
I saw
can
that picture
refer
you
to
showed
it.
me of Billy Hatcher. I was like, I would have bought that sight
I-
unseen.
I would have bought that in a heartbeat if I didn't just spend $60 on Billy Hatcher. They had Billy
Yeah.
Hatcher. I don't know if it was complete in box because they take the manuals out and they put them in the drawer. So I don't know if it was complete, but they had Billy Hatcher there for $55.
For that price.
One thing that I learned about GameStop is that even if they sell a game complete, they will charge you the price of loose because they cannot guarantee a manual in a case.
Right.
So that's why I was able to score my Silent Hill 3 for like $150, is because I bought it for the loose price, even though it's complete in box with soundtrack and everything, which was just fucking wild to me.
Oh, just speaking of which, from GameStop, I got Auto Modelista.
For the Xbox?
No.
Oh, motherfucker. I've been looking. Every time I go
Yeah.
out, I look for you, man.
I got it for $20 though.
For what
So that's
console?
PS2.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. It's on its way. They sent it to the wrong address, so they have to resend it. It's GameStop. I mean, that's
I was like, oh, let me look at GameStop online and like see what deals I can get on their used shit. And then I was like thinking about your stories. I'm like, you know what? I gotta go to Newton anyway. Let me just take a look.
yeah. Just step in. Just
Yeah. I was like, I gotta go out there anyway. Let me just pop in and see what they got.
Yeah.
All right. So I got. Let me just organize this real quick. This for free. I got this for free. And I got this for free. Okay. So would you care to start or would you like me to start?
Sure, I can go ahead and start.
Alrighty.
So the 2 I got for free because I got 2 for free, but I got 3 new on sale. So
Okay.
those were buy 2 get 1 free, but those were heavily discounted. And I'll tell you why I got them new when I show it to you. But the first one I'll go with is the Hotline Miami collection.
I'm jealous of that. I
Dude.
want that on the Switch.
And
That's a
it's
perfect
CIB
game.
too. It comes with the manual.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
dude. That is such a
I
cool
got that
game.
was so I had two sets of games. I had one for 30 and below for like buy two get one, and then I had one 50 and below for the
Okay.
buy two get one. So this was the 30 and below free one. I think this was
Okay.
like 27. So that wasn't too bad. It price charged for a little bit less, but it's going to, like, GameStop always marks their stuff up before they do these sales.
Yeah.
So that's something you got to go into.
So yeah, I'm going to the spreadsheet that I made. I'm gonna be listing what game I got as well as what I paid for it and what the price charting goes for. And then because normally when we do these videos for anybody who is a regular watcher, I normally am the one that does not have this information done. This time I did my work. So
Yeah.
to start off, my first game that I got for free, which is it's a classic. I had to. I couldn't not. It is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone for the PlayStation 1.
That
So,
cover.
dude, like, if anybody knows, like, the PS1 Hagrid meme, like, that's from this game. And I played this on PC back in the day when I was a kid. And it's a pretty solid game. Like, the Harry Potter games that came out by Activision back then, or by EA, sorry, they were good.
Yeah.
They were good. So this I got for a whopping $0.00.
Nice.
Its price charting is $14.97, and I remember the sticker that they actually had on this said $12.99. So even if I were to pay for this game, it still would come in under price charting.
Nice. That's honestly that's what's up,
Hell yeah.
honestly. And it's so weird to find complete in box PS1 games at a GameStop. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So that's also another thing here too. So the next one I got is going to be The Binding of Isaac plus Afterbirth.
God damn it. I'm jealous of that one too. I
Yeah.
want to play that so bad.
So I got this. It was 45, I think, on GameStop, which is not. It's $10 cheaper.
Yeah.
It is 35 price charting. So I would not buy this normally unless I was going to get it for free. Like, not at this price. Now I'd buy it like I have this on the Vita. That's how much I like this game.
Is that
like,
that
yeah,
old?
it is. It is that old, yeah. It's the regular Binding of
Shit.
Isaac, but yeah. So I really like this game. I like the premise of it, and the fact that this, like, the monsters, the boss monsters in this game. Holy shit!
I've never played
Like, oh my god! Like, don't fight your mom unless you're ready. That's all I'm saying.
it.
but but yeah, I had to pick it up, especially for a freebie,
Hell yeah.
because I bought Nintendo branded games to get to my buy two get one on that. And Nintendo branded games will not go down in price. The lowest I see them is $50. So I got two 50s and I got that for free.
Nice.
So yeah, and then of course the Nintendo games being Nintendo games, price charting, they're going to be around $55-$60. So
Yeah.
so either way, I still saved on those, and then I saved on that for getting it for free. So
Like GameStop, I mean, like when they have these kinds of sales, like you can actually come out on top of it if you read the fine print. So yeah, it like knowing how they structure their sales exactly is the only way to really get ahead with this. Unless
yeah,
you're like, but that's if you're like a hardcore collector and you really care about the price charting value. If you want to literally just go in to buy a game to play the game, do whatever you want.
yeah. I mean, honestly, I mean, if it's worth it to you at the time to get a game, and you really want to play it, like, that's the whole reason why new games exist anyway. That's the whole reason why, like, you buy it at retail. I mean, you're gonna play it, and you're probably gonna keep it, and like, as long as it's not like a Madden game or a Call of Duty game, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, I saw a meme that said the evolution of trash can icons in Windows, and it was all different recycle bins or whatever,
Yeah.
and then it had Black Ops, 6, 7,
Oh my god.
the new one, 7. It had that on as the last one, which I thought it was that was freaking hilarious.
I don't want to play that game. Like I kind of do just to see how bad it is, but I'm not paying that fucking price. That game's gonna be
no.
that game's gonna be like $60-$70 for the next 10 years. It's ridiculous.
Right.
All right, so moving on to the next game that I got as a freebie. It is
Okay.
a game that I played back in the day. I never beat it, but it's Prototype for the Xbox 360, the first one. It is actually CIB, so
Nice.
I'm not mad
Nice.
at that. For a whopping $0.00, I just have to get some goo going for this. It's got a
Google for that.
little bit of a fucked up case on the bottom there,
Has
but
an
it's
has an EB sticker on it. Those
yeah,
things are like glue.
I know. It's got
Oh
one on the
man.
back too, but
Uh, Whenever you see
um,
the yellow ones, it's always going to be an issue. Like
yeah,
they're like usually too old where like just the yellow will just chip off of them.
that's yeah that.
Yeah.
So this game in complete price charting value is $11.39. So as a freebie, I ain't mad at that. It's a solid game. That's a fun game. It's just like
Yeah.
it's like playing the Hulk, but with more like it's like a mix between like the Hulk and Infamous, and it's just kind of fun.
Yeah. It was Infamous's direct competitor because it was Infamous was a PlayStation exclusive, and so that being on the Xbox, that's what you had to play if you
Yeah.
wanted to play something like Infamous. So it was the competition at the time. It was an Activision game, I believe, right?
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Yeah. That's pretty fun. I liked it. I liked the second one a lot, but the first one was very good.
It's Activision and Radical.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So then we're gonna go into the not free ones out of the buy two get one free. And yeah, I said that I got Nintendo branded ones. So I got Super Mario Wonder.
Okay, nice. Have you
Yeah,
played that yet or no?
I beat the stuffing out of this game. I got everything you could do in this game, and
Shit.
so the reason why I bought it is because and whenever my sister visits, the only thing she plays is either Mario games or
Okay.
Jackbox games. So I was like, I don't have this. Let me just buy it. And then like she was pretty much running the show the whole time.
Yeah.
She was like, okay, this is where the Wonder Seed is. Blah blah. I got to do this. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm just gonna pick Toad and just chill. So you want to do the work, you can. But it's a really fun game. But yeah, I beat the hell out of it. I just didn't have it in the collection.
Yeah.
And my first party Switch game collection is kind of small.
Okay.
So it just consists of Pokemon games and like Zelda.
Okay.
So yeah.
I've just been like blindly expanding my Switch library. Like there's more hidden behind fucking Shadow Labyrinth. There's just
It'll be great when you get more wall space too.
oh dude, I can't wait.
Mhm.
Um yes, Wonder is a great game. I have it. I bought it physical day one. I just have not beaten it. The orange
Yeah.
flower annoyed the shit out of me. But moving on. My last freebie that I got from the buy two get one free is a game that I started a little bit on PlayStation, but I think it would just be more fun to have it on the go. Even though I probably shouldn't play it in public, it is Catherine Full Body.
Nice.
So for anybody who doesn't know, this is made by Atlas, who makes the Persona and Shin Megami Tensei games, and
Yeah.
Atlas is one of my favorite developers of all time. They are like they don't miss. I
Yeah.
feel like they just don't miss. They make such great, compelling games. I had to pick that up.
Yeah. Fun fact, they were the developers of the Friday the 13th Nintendo game.
Back in the like back in the 80s
Yep.
with the Purple Jason.
Yep. They were
Wow.
the developers of Purple Jason.
They should really embrace that and then make that like a secret enemy in one of their Persona games.
Right?
That would be
They should have
amazing.
some kind of DLC for it. If they can somehow snag the rights just for like one of the Persona games.
Yeah.
Just make them go to summer camp or something and then like have something you know what I mean? Like do something. That'd be
Something.
great.
Like yeah, like if you know how like in the Persona games like there's usually like a summer vacation. Make them go to like a summer camp for a week or something like that, and then just have like a hat, like a fucking like a hatchet or sorry, a machete like by the lake
Yeah.
or something, like just something silly
Like a machete and a ski mask somewhere.
with a can of purple paint.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be so good. That'd be so good. So the next game I got, and like this, like I'm getting to the ones that I'm paying for now. Super Mario Wonder was the first one. Was Final Fantasy Tactics, the Evil Ace Chronicles.
Nice.
And the cool thing about this game is that you can either play it like the remastered, redone version, or you have a completely separate other original PS1 version you can do both on this cartridge. And since I have the one for PS1, like I have it on PS1, so I really wanted to play like the redo of it. Like it took me a little while to get into it, but like now I'm like properly into it. And it's one of those games you can play portably without having to worry about doing too much stress on
Yeah.
any controllers or anything like that. It's a very fun game, and I'm a really big like SquareSoft PS1 guy. So I was really into that. And that costs about 49, $50.
Damn.
And that's how much it's worth new, but I opened it. So
Okay.
it's going to drop down to like 40 bucks. Yeah, $40.
That's not too bad.
38. Yeah. But whatever. I mean, I'm going to beat the stuffing out of the game anyway. Like you get to actually there's one of the quests in there depending on how you play your cards where you can actually pick up Cloud as a playable character. So I'm gonna try to go for that. And just the soundtrack is amazing. They put voice acting in the game now, and I love the soundtrack of this game. And like just the last boss like fight itself, I think her name is Altima. Um, she like that music by itself. I can't wait to see how they redid it.
Yeah. No, that's
So
awesome.
that's pretty sick. Yeah.
I like tactical game like anything like Fire Emblem, Final Fantasy Tactics, any of those like XCOM like tactical games. For
Yeah.
whatever reason, I just have such a hard time getting into, and like it's not that I don't like them. It's just that I don't know. I just have a hard time getting into that gameplay style. It's like I never beat South Park Fractured But Whole. I never beat like I bought Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope because I thought, okay, maybe that'll be like an easier entry point into this, genre instead of playing like
Yeah.
a Fire Emblem or fucking XCOM. And I played it for like a couple days and I was just like, not right now. It's like I can't do it.
Yeah.
I want to so badly.
Yeah.
I hear nothing but great things.
In my opinion, when it comes to like tactics games, because there's so little actual gameplay involved, it really has like the underlying subject has to get you. Like Fire Emblem really does it for me for that because there's underlying things. There's like relationship things you can do between the characters. There's they obviously have different equipment. They can change classes. Like this one, Tactics was one of the I wouldn't say one of the first ones, but one of the first mainstream ones where you can take a character, name them whatever you want. You can start them off at a squire, and they can be anything you like as long as you can gear their upgrade path.
Yeah.
They can be whatever you want to make them, and as long as you don't permanently kill them, then they'll be good. They'll be good to go. Whatever class you want to do, whatever weapons you want to give them.
That's cool.
So, yeah, I think it really just has to do with the underlying subject of it, though. Like beyond the gameplay, like the story and the music and the characters and stuff like that have to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I can't wait to see what you think about it when you're done with it.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. For sure.
All right, moving on to the first game that I paid for. This is a game again that I played when I was in like high school. I loved it. I thought it was so solid, and I'll go into why. But it's Medal of Honor Airborne.
Nice.
Now I feel like this Medal of Honor game nobody ever talks about, and I don't know why, because it's a solid title. As you can see on the price sticker, I paid $7.99 for it. It is, I believe, it's complete. And it even has the advertisement so that you can get it on your flip phone if you'd like.
Nice.
But
Get it on your Motorola Razor.
yeah. But this price chart's complete for $12.61, so came in as a winner there. But this game, like, what I loved most about it was like it was not linear. It's not like, a lot of the Medal of Honor games back in the day. It's not like a lot of the Call of Duty games back in the day where you go from point to point to point and then you're done and you go on to the next mission, point to point to point. No, this one is like you jump out of a plane and you land, like you have a few different smoke signals that you can choose to land on, and then you're given a series of objectives, and you just have to go complete them in any order that you see fit. So this was very, very different from what any first person shooters were doing at the time.
Yeah.
So you would patrol the map, and like sometimes you would find patrolling enemies, or like you would find a tank and you have to like find where a lot of the buildings you could go into. So like I remember there was one mission that was like in a town and there was a tank patrolling the town, and you had to find your way like into the center of the town and then climb up this clock tower and then find like the RPG at the top, or sniper, like it was a sniper outpost. Like there were so many different ways. It was very open-ended. And another thing that I loved about that game is that weapons upgrade the more you use them, and the upgrades stay with you. So like if you love using the Thompson, you just kill everybody with the Thompson, and then eventually after like 100 kills you'll get a bigger magazine, and then after another 100, you'll get like a faster reload or like a silencer or something. Like it does get, you know, I don't know, it improves as you play. Like
Yeah.
it improves to your play style, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, yeah, no, and it's funny that you say that people don't talk. That's actually my favorite Medal of Honor game.
Really?
Was Airborne. Yeah, yeah. Like I remember when they tried to go like modern, and it just felt like a weird Battlefield offshoot, really.
Yeah.
But honestly, like I liked being able to pick a landing zone. I liked being able to level up your kit the way it was, and the story wasn't that bad either. Like it felt like a really fun alternative to Call of Duty.
Yeah. No, it was
So
a
I
cool
mean,
game.
that's a good buy for like $8.
Yeah. So what do you got next?
So all right, so the next one I got is another Switch. This is the last of my Switch games. It's Sakuna of Rice and Ruin.
That's a good game.
Yeah. Now the one of the main reasons why I got this game is because I bought the art book from a thrift store for like $2.
Okay.
And I was like, well, and I took a look. I took, flipped through it a little bit, and I wanted to see what it was all about. And I was like, this looks pretty interesting. Like, if I get an opportunity to buy this game, then I'll do it. And this was part of my under 30 set. So I want to say this cost about 24 for me. And I have the pro card because I haven't not had the pro card since I managed the GameStop. Like it's just something that it's whatever.
Yeah.
So it costs a little less than that, but not much less than that because I think they're doing only 5% discounts with the pro card, which just doesn't seem worth it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's like it looks really neat, and the art book is what really convinced me to get this. So I'm
It's
glad.
a,
I'm hoping to pop this open and try it sometime soon.
it's a cool game. Like I remember I actually bought that. I was day one digital on that
Yeah,
a few years ago when it came out, and because I think it's like 4 years old now. Um, it's a really good like. It's a game that combines like farming sim and I'm trying to think like what kind of game, like I don't know, I don't want to say Metroidvania, but kinda.
okay,
um
like an adventure kind of game.
yeah, like so you live like you have this farm, this rice farm that you and a
Yeah,
few other people like tend to, and you have to leave the rice farm at certain points in the day or whatever and go on these adventures. And it turns into like a 2D platformer style combat game, and you as you adventure through this, like you level up and you find new items and stuff like that. It's cool. Just I'm not describing it well at all. Definitely check it out. It's a cool game. I never beat it.
nice.
I did hit a bit of a roadblock. There was one boss that I had a lot of trouble with, and then I just went on to play something else. But
Gotcha.
I do want to get back to it. The only thing that keeps me from going back to it is, to be honest with you, the voice acting. It's rough.
Really?
It's rough. It
Eey.
but play it on mute. It's a cool game.
Is there a way you can switch the voices to a different language or no?
Maybe I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know. The English voice acting was pretty rough, but
gotcha.
don't let that keep you from playing it. It's a cool game. So moving on to my next one that I paid for is one that I picked up because you mentioned that you had played it recently and you said that it was pretty all right. But this is the sequel. So this is Overlord 2.
Nice.
So cost me $10. This one price charts actually for I got the wrong price charting price on it. Overlord 1 is $17.99. I don't know what Overlord 2 is. I fucked up in my research.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to fix it right now. Ooh. I don't know what it goes for. I paid $10. I'm not mad about that. Seems like a cool franchise. Seems like fun to play. So I'll check it
Yeah.
out.
No, like honestly, it's kind of how do I explain? It's a mixture between like an adventure and an RTS.
Yeah.
Like you have a bunch of like little minions you get to control and have them attack and do everything like what you want to do, but you're also out. It's also like a third person like action game at the same time.
Okay.
So yeah, it's pretty fun. Overlord 2 is pretty like I was looking for the second one for a while because I had the first one and I just couldn't find the second one in person, and I finally found one at like an outlet like like antique mall kind of place. So yeah,
$13.57
really.
is what it goes for. So I'm a couple bucks under on that one.
Nice. Okay. So a few of these games that I have left, I bought them new. I'll do my last pre-owned one, and it was Pacific Drive Deluxe Edition.
Okay,
Yeah.
that game
I
seems really cool.
I really wanted to get this on the Switch if it was.
I
I could
s-
never I'm not sure if it did, but I don't know.
I started it on PC, and
Hmm.
it's real. The concept is really really cool.
Is it? Yeah, I and this is one of the ones that was like 25, 24,
Okay,
something like that. And this was the last of the under 30. And I always wanted to play it, but I just like there was something that came out that was different. And this has a reversible cover too.
no,
Like
that's
I
cool.
think the original cover is the red one, but like the blue one, I like the way the blue one looks.
I've only ever seen that on
Yeah.
Steam.
So I mean, I don't know. Like it's like I really wanted to play it, and I'm glad I get a chance to. I bought it at a discount, so that's right up my alley. So I do like cheap stuff.
Um, yeah, that's a pretty cool game. I think you'll like it. Um, so moving on to the next one that I paid for. The rest of these are going to be like Switch or I got one game as a bit of a wild card at the end, but I picked up Rune Factory 3 Special for $20.
Okay, yeah.
The Rune Factory games have always kind of intrigued me. Because they seem kind of like a mix between like a Harvest Moon, Atelier, Stardew. Like it seems like a
Yeah.
cozy game with a bit of combat elements or something like that. It seems neat. Rune Factory 5, I'm more interested in. I picked that up on Woot a little while ago. I think we talked about that.
Hmm.
But this is one that I will get into. And this one is complete. I have the manual in it. So definitely, oh shit. Definitely excited to check that out one of these days. That I
Nice.
picked up for 19.99, and it price charts at 13.80, so I got a little bit fucked on that one.
Gotcha.
Oh well.
Yeah, the way I feel it is like at the end of the day, if you get the buy two get one, and the buy two get one, and you're still coming out in the black, then I think you're all right. I think you're doing all right.
Yeah.
You know. Okay, so the last three I got were new, and which they were all heavily discounted from the pre-owned prices. So I'll do this one here, the first Berserker Kazan, and
Okay.
this is the you ever heard of, like the DNF series, like DNF Duel and all that other stuff? Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Okay, so I want to say it's like a mobile RPG of some sort,
Okay.
but this is a Souls-like game.
Okay.
Like this I would compare to if Darksiders and Dark Souls came together and made a game and put like a little anime flair to it.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I've actually been playing this recently up until we started recording. It's pretty fun. It is easier than a Dark Souls game. I feel like it is easier. Like the window which you can dodge is a lot bigger, and I believe you can make bigger. The window which you can parry is also bigger. It doesn't have as much of an effect. So like a parry in Dark Souls, you can parry them and then you instantly get a counter, and it's devastating. This one, if you parry, you wear down their stamina. It's like I guess in the way of Sekiro, something like that. Like you wear down their stamina to a point where then you can do a critical attack on them, and that's almost an instant kill if it isn't a boss.
Okay.
It's almost always an instant kill. But I'm having a lot of fun with it. I used to play the shit out of Souls games. Like I have beaten every Souls like or Souls game nearly that people can think of. And it's not, and it got to the point where I just kind of got fatigued out of it. But
Yeah.
playing this one though, it kind of maybe it's just because the subject material is a little bit different and things look not as gloomy.
Yeah.
That kind of brought me into it. I'm kind of enjoying it.
Hell yeah.
But I got that for $40.
Okay.
It goes for 50 from GameStop. I think people are still selling it on sale for 40 in other places too. But
I've seen that on
it
Woot
priced for
for I don't
45.
know. Okay, I've seen that on Woot a bunch. I don't remember for what price, but it seems I think it's
Yeah.
like 30 or something like that.
Yeah,
I just
that's a good price for it.
I just didn't know what the
Yeah.
hell it was.
Yeah, it's good. Well, now you know. It is
Yeah.
a Souls-like game.
All right.
And also, what thing that's actually cooler about this too, I don't like really attacking with the bumper and the trigger buttons like you
Okay.
do in Souls games. You get to attack with the face buttons in this.
Oh, okay.
which I'm more of a face button attacking kind of person. Like Neo is
Yeah.
like that. You attack with the face buttons. So I'm kind of glad about that. Like I don't like what was it? The new Assassin's Creed that I got. That's you're attacking with the triggers, and I'm just like, why?
Which one
You
was
spent
that?
all this time attacking with the face buttons. Why are you switching it to that? I
That's
don't
like the
know.
Origins Valhalla style.
Hmm.
Yeah, they made it
Yep.
very Souls like.
Yeah, anything that's like an adventure game for them that's not really an Assassin's game. Yeah. All right. So what you got next?
All right, so next up I have a classic. Now I have bought this game on a few different platforms. I bought it on Steam. I've bought it on PS2. I've now bought it on Switch, and I'm really hoping one of these days to finally just fucking get into it, because I'm trying to find a platform that I can get into it on. Whatever. It's Final Fantasy X and X-2 HD Remaster.
It's your Resident Evil 4.
Bro, this is because like I keep. It's not that I don't like it by any means. I played it a little bit on PS2 and enjoyed it, but visually it's tough. And I'm like, why am I going to play it in this grainy shit when I can play
Yeah.
HD Remaster in any other location?
Yeah.
I don't want to play it on Steam, however, because I don't know. Since I've really fell in love with the convenience of the Switch 2, I don't really like being tethered to one place to play a game,
Right.
especially
Right.
with my life being on the go as much as it is. So I figure, let me get it on the Switch, and I'll play the shit out of it on the Switch. There we go. Now, for that, I paid $19.99, and I came in way under on this one. So I paid $19.99 for it. It goes price charting for $20.99. Fucking I win. It's a whole
Yeah.
dollar.
There you go. If you're in the black, you still win.
There you go. Black Friday it is.
Yep. Yeah, it's kind of wild. Like I feel like with Final Fantasy games, like especially older ones, like the portable is just the way to go.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't require a whole lot of input. It doesn't require like it has a like you need the attention span to play it, of course, but like the whole Pixel Remaster collection. Like I wouldn't buy that on anything but the Switch because of I could just take it anywhere.
I bought that on
Or
my
like
phone.
yeah, exactly. Like the Final Fantasy Tactics. Like I bought it on the Switch because I want to play it not sitting down at a TV.
Yeah.
I just want to play it somewhere else.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a good one. I really like Final Fantasy X, and Final Fantasy X is a lot of people's like favorite. Like, and there are other people who have a theory, but I think I tend to agree with it. Like, people's first Final Fantasy is usually their favorite.
Yeah.
A lot of people nowadays they got like they're coming of age right now. Their first one was 10, and it's easily their favorite. Now I think it's great. My favorite is 5,
Okay.
and 7 is a very close second. But I also grew up in the Super Nintendo age. Like that was my first Final Fantasy was like Mystic Quest and 6.
Yeah.
So
My first was actually 15.
was it?
Yeah. Yeah, because I didn't get into the Final Fantasy games until pretty late. I didn't have PlayStations growing up, so like again, also like I've said multiple times, like in our conversations, like I kind of wrote off a lot of the anime and JRPG stuff until I eventually sat down and played Persona 5, which that opened my eyes to that whole genre of gaming. So once I played Persona 5, I said, okay, now that I am into the quote unquote nerdy shit that I kind of wrote off for years, let me open my horizons a little bit more and check out some more stuff. So I played Final Fantasy 15, which was still pretty new at the time. I got it in like 2017. And loved it. I mean, it had its faults. Because at the time that I played it, not all the DLC was out yet, so a lot of the plot holes were not filled.
Yeah.
But I played the shit out of it. I put in a couple 100 hours. I got like all the secret dungeons. I did all the stuff. I was in love with that game. So that was my first. Is it the best? No. I'm not gonna say it's the best. It's definitely, if you want to have like a with the boys road trip simulator, that's the one. I think that it's arguably the most scenic.
Yes.
It's very relaxing. It's very open and it's a chill game to play.
Just camping with the boys. Just camping with the boys. I would say, like I did have fun with 15. I wondered, like they changed. I feel like they changed Noctis's look when he grew up a couple of times. Like they made him a little more like because it looked like he was a grown kid with facial hair in like the beginning, and then like in the later covers, he started looking a little more like a young Keanu Reeves instead. Like he actually started like looking a bit older, which I thought was great. That should have been his design from Jump Street. But I feel like people getting into 16 now as a first Final Fantasy, I think that future Final Fantasies are going to have a lot to live up to. Like 16 isn't a typical Final Fantasy, but neither was like 15 or now 7 Rebirth and all that stuff.
I have to play both of them.
It's such a good game. Like I'm a big slut for Super Nintendo Final Fantasies, and I fucking loved 16.
I have it
So
behind me. I just haven't played it yet.
it's good shit. It's good shit, and it's not that long either.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it doesn't take up a whole lot of your time.
Yeah, because 15 took
But
like 300 hours.
yeah,
Like 200 hours.
I feel like the original PlayStation ones don't they take up an adequate amount. They go up to like 70 hours or so if you want to get everything.
Yeah.
I feel like the remakes of 7, I feel like that pads its own time a lot with just extra dumb shit. And they do that with Rebirth and what was it, Remake. They do it with both of them. They just pad it with just dumb shit. And I feel like because they wanted to stretch one game into 3 games, it's kind of like they pulled a Hobbit. Like the Hobbit
Yeah.
was one book, and they stretched it into 3 movies.
Yeah.
They didn't need to. They just did. But yeah, it's like that. But they're still good. They're not bad. They're still good in their own right.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think honestly, if you'd grown up with a PlayStation Final Fantasy, I think that probably would have been your favorite one. If you grew up with a Super Nintendo one, that probably would have been your favorite one. Maybe not the Nintendo ones. Maybe not the like. There's like a PSP one or a Game Boy one. Maybe not those, but definitely the earlier like mid generation ones probably would have been a good one.
Yeah. Well, speaking of JRPGs, wait, did I just read off mine or did you?
You did the Final Fantasy 10 too.
Oh, okay. So what do you
Yeah.
got next?
So the next one I got both of these at $20 a pop, and it was Bleach Rebirth of Souls.
Nice. I know nothing about Bleach.
Dude, I was so into it. Like when I was like 21,
Okay.
like when I was really young, and like they went so off the rails, and to find out that the guy they revealed as the big bad in like season 2, they haven't killed 20 fucking years later. Like I'm like, what? Why?
Fuck.
Why is this guy still alive? Like what? Are you guys that bad at your job? What the fuck? But I was really into it. Like I really liked the art style. Like Kubo does really nice. Like actually does really nice women for starts, but he does really nice like everything like fight animations and weapon animations. So a lot of this game, a lot of this story has to deal with the evolution of the weapon you're holding in your hand because it's a direct representation of what your soul is supposed to be.
Okay.
So it's the fight system seems very very CyberConnect 2, very Naruto like,
Okay.
but there's a little bit different, a little more flair to it. Like if I had to compare it to something, I would compare it to one of the later Naruto games mixed in a little bit with like a Guilty Gear game, like one of the later Guilty Gear games, and it kind of makes this kind of behind the back third person kind of fighting game that you can do on network and stuff like that, like a Dragon Ball game or what have you. But I was waiting for this game to drop in price because I did not want to pay full price for it, and I paid $40 less than what it went for like 2 weeks ago.
Nice.
So yeah, I found it a win.
Can't complain about that.
Yeah, exactly. And I think for price charting right now, it goes for about $40. So I made $20 off that one.
Nice. Hell yeah.
All right, what you got next? Second to last, right?
Yeah, my second to last is another one that I took a little bit of a loss on, but that's okay. I will always support this studio, as I said before, and it is Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne by Atlas. So this I paid $19.99 for. It price charts for $16.20. This I will play. I will play any Atlas RPG. I love these games, so I
And
don't
on the
really.
Switch too, it makes it even better.
Oh yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to say about it because I haven't played a lot of the Shin Megami Tensei games. The only one that I've played any of is 5. So I'm excited to check that one out. But any of these games that I can just kind of like sit on the couch and play while I watch TV with my wife or whatever, it's more
Yeah.
than I'm happy with that.
Yeah. I used to have Nocturne, like the original one. I used to have Digital Devil Saga on the
Nice.
PS2. Yeah, they're like compared to Persona games, because like I feel like Persona games are what happens if you can prevent bad things from happening.
Yeah,
Like if you're more proactive and you're doing the thing, right? Shin Megami Tensei games, I feel, is what happens if nobody does anything about it and
yeah.
things are just shit.
Shin Megami Tensei
Like
is what happens after the world has ended.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. Like somebody succeeded with destroying the world. This is what happened,
yeah.
and then you're just like a rando guy with like sometimes long hair, sometimes weird eyes, but you always make demon buddies along the way, and that's really what counts.
Yeah. Shin Megami Tensei is what happens when the people in Persona don't do their fucking jobs.
Exactly, exactly. Like Joker just messed up. Like he's slacking. He's too busy hanging out with teacher.
Yeah,
Like, come on,
he let the deadline run.
right? He spent it sleeping and doing and making paper airplanes in class.
So what's your
All right.
final one?
So my final one, and this is a game that I would not have bought had it not been $20. And this is the thing, right? This game pre-owned, which they had in their display for buy two get one free. Look at all the games we're selling. Goes for $50 pre-owned, and this costs $20 brand new. So what do you think I'm gonna do? I'm not going to spend an extra $30 to buy it pre-owned when I can buy it new for $20 and make sure it's unmolested.
Fucking Ubisoft,
So
man.
right, right now, don't get me wrong. Like I've been waiting since 2007 for an Assassin's Creed game in Japan.
Yeah.
Why they waited this long to do it is beyond me. I don't like the control, the trigger controls for attack or whatever. I don't like that. Although so far for an Assassin's Creed game, I have liked what I've been playing so far.
Okay.
So it's still good. I like the premise of it. I like the fact that you have one just like big fuck off samurai who can just like bum rush entire doors down. But I also like the fact that they still kept their stealth. They still kept the ability to assassinate people if you want to. And you kind of have a very definite split between the characters and what they can and cannot do
Yeah.
very well. So, that price chart still, I believe that price chart's for 35. I bought it for 20. Oh, the price charts for 41. I
Okay.
bought it for 20. Like like that in Bleach, I know for a fact I got for $20. So that definitely I saved money on both of those.
Nice.
Yeah.
I will pick that up one day. I am so fucking behind on all of the Assassin's Creed games, but we can leave that as a conversation for another day.
And it'll be $5 like in 2-3 years. So
2-3
you know,
weeks.
yeah. Like all the Assassin's Creed. Oh, I realized that I do not have Assassin's Creed Unity. There was an Assassin's Creed 2 disc in my Assassin's Creed Unity box. So now I have to go and spend 5 minutes or $5 and go buy it.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
have
Unity's on the PS4, Xbox One.
that. Okay, I was gonna say I don't have that
Yeah.
either. That's
Yeah,
the one in France, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
The reason why I wanted to go back to it is because they improved it so much over the course of like a billion patches that it doesn't look like scary skeleton face anymore, and you're not falling through the floor as much as you used to.
As much as it used
So, yeah. But I wanted to go back to it. But yeah, it was an Assassin's Creed 2. I was like, hey, someone left a better game in here.
to.
And so, yeah, I'm probably just gonna go buy one loose for like $5
Yeah,
and just try to play it.
they might have to pay you to take it.
Maybe we'll see. If they do, that'd be great. All right. So, what's your last one?
So my last one is a bit of a wild card. It's a game that, according to price charting, I overpaid for. However, I'm not sure. So I picked up Zelda: The Phantom Hourglass for the Nintendo DS, and it is complete. There we go. So it is complete.
Mm-hmm.
I paid $45, $44.99. Price charting has it at $36.48. However, this one was part of the console bundle. So it is not for resale. I can't find any information on how much this goes for. But
Right.
the console itself, loose, that Nintendo, that Zelda Phantom Hourglass DS Lite, loose, goes for about $2,500. So I'm hoping
Mm.
that some whale out there wants to complete their collection and give me $500 for this copy.
And then everything will have paid for itself.
Yeah, I'm gonna play the shit out of it first. So
Yeah. The DS games are it's a pretty big offshoot. Like they're using characters from Wind Waker.
yeah,
Like they're using that art style. Like, I think Spirit Tracks is the other one. I played Phantom Hourglass more than I played Spirit Tracks. Like when I saw Spirit Tracks, I'm like, oh, the fucking train! Like, come on, man. So I played only a little bit of that, but I remember when we were talking about before, like it kind of jogged my memory. I remember what that DS Lite looked like.
yeah.
It actually wasn't too bad, but it looks very similar to the Link Between Worlds 3DS.
There was a silver one and a gold one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, that could be a Grail find. I don't know, but let's say we wrap it there. Let's call this video at that.
Yeah.
For any of those who liked watching us and liked hanging out with us and would like to see more, please feel free to give us a follow. You can follow my buddy Chris over here at AeonDriver_gaming on pretty much every social media platform. You can find me over at TPC_top-pop-culture on Instagram. I have not been active lately, but I am still alive. I'm still going to be putting stuff out. So again, if you liked this video, it would really help us out if you liked, followed, shared it with your friends, and tell us your thoughts on what kind of videos you'd like to see next. Let us know your thoughts on the games that we picked up, and also let us know if you picked anything up. So thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.
Take care, guys.